Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I want to thank everybody for all your support and your encouragement and the likes and the comments and the subscriptions. Right now, as of this video, I have 80 people who are subscribed to this page, which is pretty crazy to me. I love it. I'm looking forward to having 8,000, but in the meantime, you are the fabulous 80 that will always be a part of this very first group of mine that are picking up what I'm putting down here on YouTube, which I like. Today I want to do something a little interesting that I just thought would be fun because it's the end of the year, it's December, and coming on the holiday season and New Year's is streaming services. I use Amazon Music, but I know Spotify does this and others. They give you a wrap up of your most played songs, and I thought it'd be fun to listen to the playlist together, but then also explain to you why these songs were played so much. Now, if you know me, expect a lot of Joni, but I got into some newer artists this year. I tried a little bit. Uh, uh, Nothing you will hear today probably will be not nothing, but few things you'll hear are going to be from the last 20 years probably. But anyway, let's start. And true to form, the first song on the playlist is Joni's Amelia from the Hejira album. And it makes sense that this would be one of my most played songs because A, it's a very important song to me, just in general. But B, I also lost somebody very close to me this year, and her name was Amelia as well. Spelled differently, but this song was a crutch to me around that time, and I may have played it on repeat, over and over again because so many parts of the lyrics made me think of her. Her death was untimely, similar to Amelia Earhart, and a lot of it. And it's just a very good song anyway, and I listen to Hejira a lot as it is, so that could be why this is on my most played of 2024. But it just makes perfect sense to me, and somewhere I know for a fact that Amelia's beautiful spirit is somewhere doing things because in many ways I don't even believe in supernatural things, but she made me, frankly. So there you go. Anyway, so to Natalie and her mom and to anybody who loved Amelia, this song will always make me think of her and maybe it'll bring you some comfort too. Like Icarus ascending on beautiful foolish arms. That's what will always make me think of my friend Amelia. Anyway, I got through all that without crying. Let's see what's next. I have it on shuffle, okay? So Madonna's Drowned World Substitute for Love. Again, all these songs are going to make sense, and I'm going to say that they make sense, even though it's my playlist, so it should. This is my favorite song to play when I come home from a night out. Paging Dr. Freud, I'm usually alone, so this is a good song to play while I am alone after such a night. I need to fix my glasses, sorry. I tried to pause, see, editing, whatever. Look at me without glasses, hey. These bags, honey. Sleep is a mess. So she traded fame for love without a second thought. We've traded a lot of things for love, haven't we? So this album is I think I may have said it on my Madonna appreciation video, but this is one of the best albums to put on when you come home from a night out. It's like, it starts off so nice and whatever. It gives you deepness. It gives you like some fun things, but it's a great after party album for sure. So let's see, Nick Drake. Okay, now Nick Drake is not a new artist, but he is new to me. I actually first heard him many years ago, even through my Borders days when I was a teenager, through those guys, when people were at The Farm and my friend Michelle and a few other people, whatever. But this year was a very interesting year in many ways, but a lot of it led me to his music, like he's such an introspective, beautiful songwriter, and if you know his story, he committed suicide, sadly. It's just horrible. Because his potential is like unbelievable, and he's one of those artists that wasn't ever really recognized fully while he was alive, but then many years after he died, artists of the couple generations later really championed his music, and then by the time it got to our generation, he was, lauded. And Pink Moon is often played in commercials and things like that, whatever. But Nick Drake is one of those artists that if you haven't really discovered his music, do it. He's a quote unquote singer songwriter, but he's absolutely one of the greatest. So romantic, really beautiful singer, a really beautiful songwriter as well. So it was a good year discovering his music. And, yeah, Barbara. I listened to a lot of Barbara this year because last year I listened to her audiobook. And it really just, not like I need an excuse to listen to Barbara. I mean, she connects me to my past in such a beautiful way and makes me think of my mom, of course, but I love her on my own. I think she's one of those artists that transcends explanation. Like, to have to explain why you like Barbara Streisand is like, I love eating or breathing or whatever. This album, though, is the best because it's Barry Gibb and her. It's actually pretty much, she was like, all right, Barry, you're like producer extraordinaire. I don't know where she was really in her career at this time, but he was like known at that time as like a hit maker, and this is her biggest hit. She's never had an album bigger than this album, and this is probably her biggest single too. Although this album had 2 or 3 really great singles, but it's gotta be night and day, just a matter of time, and we got nothing to be. I love it. I love singing with Barry, which you may hear in a few seconds. I always wanted to do this song with somebody who sang as well, like in karaoke, but I'm afraid I would totally choke. Because in my mind, I sound perfect like Barry Gibb. He's like, ah. I mean, that's not really what he sounds like, but my Barry Gibb is almost as good as my Michael McDonald's impersonation. Good is in quotes, by the way. I just want to listen to Barry, and then we'll have a cup of coffee, by the way. Cheers. It's Friday. I'm out of work, but I work a lot during the week, so here it goes. Friday, darling, how grand we are. Little by little, we meet in the middle. The dangerous to talk. Here we go. Making a crime to be out in the cold. Alright, come on. When I make myself laugh, that's bad. So good. With the love you're building on, you gotta be mine. That was an edit. Should I not tell people? I feel like they're obvious, so what the fuck. Shannon, when you watch this, just know that you were just calling me, and I'm like, listen, girl, I'm creating content, alright? And we got nothing to be sorry for. I got nothing to be guilty of not answering Shannon's call while she called me while I was making this video. Oh, let's see. Oh. From one Barry to another. It's like all I listen to is Barry's. Now, it's funny because today is Lisa Ecke's birthday, and Mary Ecke was my mother's best friend, one of them. My Aunt Janet, my Aunt Marilyn, Mary. My mother had a lot of really cool friends, but my mom's friend Mary loved Barry Manilow, and like loved in a I have a cabinet of Barry Manilow stuff kind of way. My mother loved him too, so in turn, his music reminds me a lot of my mom and growing up and just whatever. But I also became a fan of my own too, because he's just the shit. This song, Could Be Magic, is this classical sort of like whatever. This song has become a song that reminds me of my ex, one true love, whatever he is. I have no idea. I'm trying to let that go, and somehow through this song, I have no idea why I'm saying this in public, but I often listen to the song because it makes me think of what could have been. Because we could have been magic, but magic isn't real. Hello, self-therapy alert. Yeah. We sound like a noise for it, not yeah, whatever. It's such a beautiful song. Is this loud enough? Let's see. Let's See, I made it a little louder. So good. Come into my arms. Let me know the wonder of all of you. Baby, I want you now. Now, and hold on fast. Could this be the magic at last? No. Anyway, okay, finally, something from this year. But this is about 2024. Let's wrap up 2024 with songs from the 70s. This artist, Chappelle Roan, I'm about to tell you. And now I love you, I'm going to start crying. Because I've been there since. I don't want to cry in all my videos, but I cry a lot. Catharsis. This song, I heard this song before I went to LA. But then, after I came back, it's hard for me to listen to it without crying. Because it is calling me, and I was there, and this song is so fierce. She's so fierce. I mean, what an artist. For, like, you know, I know she's like super popular right now, which makes me happy, because that means a lot of kids are into her and her music. And not only is she a great artist, and she writes great songs, but she's very queer and queer positive, and to me, every kid needs that. Especially fucking now, when queer people are being told we don't exist anymore. We gotta be. Anyway, let's not get into that. But Chappelle Roan makes you think of that, though. You know why? Because the Pink Pony Club is a metaphor for like a safe place. It's a real place too to her, but to me, Pink Pony Club represents the safest place for queerness to happen. This song is so fun, so cool. So she's so fun, so cool. This album, by the way, did not have a clunker on it. There was one song after another gave me life on it. There was a while there, it was all I could listen to was her. All right, and mind you, this is on shuffle, so this is not in any order of importance. My list of 2024 favorite songs, but Chappelle Roan Girl got me. And the funny thing is, at first I was like, who? And anybody usually who's like the most popular, I'm always like, you know, that's not my thing, you know. And I didn't even give her a shot. And then I watched the Tiny Desk concert, and that was it. I was done. I was like, oh, that makes sense now. That's why everybody's going crazy. Plus, like, cool people I know liked her. So it was like, okay, well, if they like her, why not just give her a shot? So, yeah. So that's my little Chappelle Roan appreciation story. I mean, she's amazing. She's one of the best artists out right now, which is saying it's like kind of redundant. But I'm just glad that I like somebody who's current, frankly. I feel less like the old guy listening to whoever's next here, probably watch. Oh, no, Mary J. Never mind. Okay, good. Not good. We're sort of like in this, you know, current. Look, Mary J. will always give me life, okay? Now, the My Life album, if you haven't seen, there's a documentary, I think it's on Showtime, something like that, about Mary J. Blige, pretty much about the making of the My Life album. Ooh, it's so good. Tell me to say, come on. See, it reminds me of back in the day. This is still one of my jams. So it reminds me of like Getting Ready last week. You know why? I don't know what I would do without you. This is for all my friends. In my life, friends, I don't know if I could live without you. You bring me joy. And my cousins too. Because I got the best cousins ever that are like my best friends. So there you go. I'm feeling good tonight. I should do a whole Mary video because I could. I've been a Mary fan since the first album, you know. But like, I just get more and more into her because she's, you know, the real deal. Come on now. But they can't fade me. Oh boy, you got it going on. So very happy. Okay, Steely Dan is left over from last year because I got into Steely Dan last year and was literally obsessed. Steely Dan to me growing up was one of those bands that like the guy down the street listened to, like the old guy when you were little. So, in other words, somebody who's my age now, back in the '80s. I don't know. They just gave me that vibe, you know. They never really made sense to me, you know. Then I think through my Joni fandom, those fans made me appreciate their musicality, and then I just sort of dove in. And honestly, I'm not the only one of the first one to say Steely Dan's one of the best bands ever, but now I actually believe it. You know, I'm having so much fun getting into their music. Asia is my favorite album of theirs so far. I keep going back to that and listen to that over and over again a couple years ago. It was like, it's all I wanted to listen to. Yeah, so it's on this list because it's a remnant pretty much left over from the year before. Crosby, Stills and Nash never gets old to me. They're always going to be in my like wheelhouse of favorite things to play because I just like that acoustic rock sound, but like their vocals together. Mrs. Stephen Stills so romantic here, okay? Like about Judy Collins, you know, and what a song! Imagine being her, all right? And this is about you. Like, come on, girl! It's like absolutely amazing. I had to take a safety break because damn those winter allergies. Anyway, you make it hard. I hate singing with them because my ears are always messed up, so I can't sing harmony well. Well, I can sing with them when nobody's around, but I have a very dear friend Ryan who's a very good singer, and if we ever have to sing harmony together, I just shut up and let him sing with them. Spoiler alert. So good. I love Stephen here. Sunday in the afternoon. What have you got to lose? So true. Tuesday morning. See, I don't know where the hell I am right there. Please be gone, I'm tired of you. What have you got to lose? If Mr. Frash is watching this, he was my choir teacher. That poor man. I used to have to stand next to somebody and just listen to them through my earring. I just have bad ears. What are you gonna do? That's what I have to lose. I've got an answer. I'm gonna fly away. Like, he's so romantic and beautiful. I have a big musical crush on Stephen Stills. Huge. His first Stephen Stills 2, the Manassas album. Ugh. Manassas is deep. That's like hanging out with straight guy stuff. So, that's an esoteric reference, but anyway, let's see what else we got here. Oh God, Tori. It's funny. All my things that are being part of my top played songs of 2024 are also things that I'm featuring on my channel so far. But that's kind of what I want this channel to be. It's like my favorite things. You know, hope you like it too, kind of thing. Here's a little teaser. If you want to hear me talk about precious things, go listen to my Tory appreciation video for Little Earthquakes. Thank you. Oh, Laura Nero, come on, girl. Yes, I can't wait to really dig deep into her music because don't know how it started. First of all, if you don't know the album Gonna Take a Miracle by Laura Nero featuring LaBelle, do yourself a favor, put that album on tonight. After dinner, chill, put your feet up and put that album on because it is it. Alright? It is. Laura Nero is one of the most unsung artists of all time. She's like Joni's weird cousin. And if that makes sense to you, we can be friends. I had Pink Floyd, and I was like hearing these songs out of tune, out of sequence. Is always jarring to me. I was like, hello. I'm like, where is Brain Damage before this? Dark Side of the Moon is one of the greatest albums ever. Do I have to tell you that? No. What's funny is I actually got into Animals these last couple of years more than any other Pink Floyd album. That album is just so good, and I had never knew it before until the last couple of years. But maybe it'll come on here. But yeah, Dark Side's the best, man. The end of Dark Side, Brain Damage and Eclipse, and all you destroy, all you. And all that you say, and all that you eat, and everyone you meet, and all that you spite, and everyone you fight, and all that is now, and all that is gone. Anyway, I can do the whole song. Joni's Coyote, again, because of his era. It's the first song on the album, so I'm going to play the album. It's going to be on my playlist for the most played songs. It's also, you know, as I said in the Hijira video, which you should also go watch, this song is evocative of, you know, that kind of guy that I, you know, tend to be attracted to, that isn't exactly the most available person on earth. It can also bite your hand when you put it out to, you know, do it, you know. Another Nick Drake song. Could you tell I don't really deviate from artists very much? But this is another album called 5 Leaves Left. The other one was called like Brighter Lighter or something like that. He only has 3 albums, so that's all you do. Just go get every Nick Drake album ever and just listen to them, because they're amazing. He's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful songwriter. Okay. Cher's album, Take Me Home, okay, has this song called Say the Word. Now, I have a friend, Rob. Hey, Rob, I love you. He and I went out one night with his friend, Steven, who's my friend as well, but more Rob's friend, to see the legendary DJ Lena Bradford spin at Cafeteria in Chelsea one night in the end of spring. And it was, I guess, whenever Cher's birthday is, I guess, because Lena did a Cher-inspired set and dressed in full, gorgeous, Bob Mackie-esque Cher Native American half-breed era look, looking amazing, by the way. And Lena's a legend for many reasons, but because she's going to play songs that you may not know, and then you're going to walk out, it's like your favorite song. That's Say the Word. I didn't know this song. It was towards the end of the night. I was having the best time ever. Long story short, too late. This song grabbed me and like pulled me right to the DJ booth, and I was like, what is this? And this guy next to me told me what it was, but I couldn't understand him, so I just shut up and just like, and was just like, what is this? Like right here. That part that how she, like, it gets like taken down. Ooh. No interpretive dance. So one of the best nights ever. Quintessential New York City night with my friend Rob, and because he's amazing. Going out with Rob is like going out with somebody in a movie, frankly. He knows everybody. Everybody loves him. Such a fun night. We sat down with a group of people we didn't even know. And by the end of the night, it was it. We were all like family, okay? And Lena, if somehow you see this, I love you and thank you for giving me so many amazing nights over the years. I'm not a Fire Island guy. You're more famous for that, but thank you for giving me what I need on those lovely New York City nights that you've given us all the time. Say the word. Okay. Barbara's Classical Barber album must be on this playlist because it's my go-to. Let's put this on when you wake up hungover as fuck from a crazy night. Okay? Listen to that. It is perfect. It's not going to hurt you. Get a cup of coffee. Put this album on. It'll soothe you out of that hangover, okay? That's why this is on here. It is so gorgeous. It's a beautiful album any time of day, and if you're not hungover, it's still beautiful. I promise. More Chappelle Roan, girl, cause Bridget Bardot. I'm gonna say right now. Do I want to tell the story? I do. I'm not gonna name names. I once walked in on two lovely ladies going at it on a deck, and this song makes me think of that, and I can't help it. Slow down, sit down, it's new. Get to know ya. Girl. She's so, like that little stuff, cute. Burn down. Baby, why don't you come over? Red wine supernova. So fabulous. Let's pick it up now. Care if you're a stoner. Red wine supernova. So good, I love you. Boom. So from Chappelle Roan to Bruce Springsteen, only me, see? I'm born to run. Come on, my crazy bed that I said. Unmade bed. Were you forced to make beds as a kid? I wasn't, so therefore it's not a thing. And maybe if I have a husband one day, he'll make me make the bed, but until then, suicide machines sprung from cages on. Anyway, Bruce is another artist like Steely Dan. When I was a kid, I really couldn't even stand. But as I got older, man, his music speaks to me so deeply, and I've become pretty. This is pretty corny, but I like listening to Bruce before I go down to Asbury, which is a place that I absolutely adore. Nothing to do with Bruce, actually, but I love it anyway. It's a very queer, very fabulous. It's like queer rock and queer rock and roll, the ocean. These are all things I love, you know. It has a great like immigrant community. There's African American community there. It's like these are all things that like really like draw me there. I want to be around all those things. Okay. Asbury Park, honey. One day I'm going to own a house there. Let's put that out there into the universe. I'd love that to be a real thing. Joni says Jira. Of course, it's going to be on here. Okay, Zeppelin's "The Rain Song." My Aunt Ange is one of my favorite people on earth, and through her, as a kid, I became acquainted or whatever with Led Zeppelin. Okay, they're one of my favorite bands. But they just have these moments that I think, you know, Led Zeppelin is known as like a hard rock band, whatever, but the moments like this, like a lot of moments on Zeppelin 3, the more acoustic, beautiful moments to me are where my love for Zeppelin really lies. Just gorgeous stuff, okay? I was lucky enough to see the band Heart live in concert, one of the best concerts I ever saw, but then they did an encore of all Zeppelin songs, and they played this. Nancy Wilson played the acoustic guitar, and Ann sang it. I mean, come on. And I was with my Aunt Ange, and my cousin Jimmy, her son. But I was with my Aunt Ange, who introduced me to Zeppelin. And here I am, listening to Zeppelin being played by Heart live. Oh, it was amazing. Got the chills. Yeah, this is one of my favorite Zeppelin songs. It's actually very sunny out now. Even the Rain song sounds good with sunshine if it's Zeppelin. So anyway, here we go. This is more Laura Nyro. Again, your homework tonight is to get the album "Gonna Take a Miracle" by Laura Nyro and LaBelle. because this is all. I listened to her other albums too. We could talk about. We're going to talk about them eventually on another one of these videos. But okay, where's my girl April? This is one of her favorite songs. One of my favorite songs. Talk about Asbury. I was chilling on the Asbury Boardwalk, wherever. And somebody walked by with a boombox playing this song. I felt like I was in 1978 whenever the song came out. But I stopped the guy. I was like, I love that song. He's like, let's listen together. We like sat there. It was a moment. All right. I'm just saying, things can happen. So it's a pretty intense. But you know, I really been working on my positivity the last couple of years, and this is one of my favorite songs, I think, because of that. If you wake up thinking it's going to be a lovely day, it can be, at least as lovely as it possibly can be, okay? Yeah, this song is about being with somebody and then making it a lovely day, but I think it just could be a lovely day in general if you put yourself in the right mindset, all right? I mean, it's kind of like mind over matter, or The Secret, or whatever, The Power of Positive Thinking. Well, it kind of works. If you tell your brain long enough, we're going to be happy today, hopefully it listens to you, But this song just makes you happy, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like, it's uplifting, too. It's like, when the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. And don't they? Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. I'm just saying, because just wanna look at you, and I know it's gonna be. Now, stamina, vocal stamina, he can hold a note. We're sort of gonna jump through this because oh man, again, the My Life album. So I guess I listened to a lot of the same albums through 2024, which makes sense. This album, though, oh man, especially this song too, though. Now, watch the documentary and watch her talk about this album. I'm sorry, this song on the album, and that sample, My Life in the Sunshine. This song is just absolutely perfect, though. When I look at my life and see what I see, it's just good. Mary, Mary Girl. Steely Dan. Oh, more Chappelle. You see, this must be like my top whatever albums, but I'm not complaining because these are like, see, that's the cool thing. I'll go from like Chappelle Roan to Zeppelin to classical Barbara Honey. This song's so good. Girl like me. So I guess this keeps coming on whenever. What I'm going to do is just sort of end things here and say, in other words, I don't listen to a lot of brand new music. Chappelle Roan was as good as it got for this. This is more Laura Nero. Like, I don't really mind that I get my music from the past. There's plenty to choose from, and I still find new artists like Nick Drake, and new to me, I mean, even though they're 60 years old or whatever, okay? Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I can't believe I'm actual fans, but you're out there, and I appreciate you, and I love you, and listen to some Nick Drake, Laura Nero, Chappelle Roan. These things somehow go together in my brain. So take care.